What's up, guys? It's Chad with Living the Van Life up here in Washington. Now, I've got to say that this video, this moment, this announcement right here that I'm about to make here on this video, this is something that I have been waiting to do for a very, very long time. As many of you know, I started living in my Volkswagen van way back in 2011, and I did that so that I could chase dreams, achieve goals, live a life more fulfilled. And I've got to say, over the years, because of that van again, it's allowed me to actually accomplish most of those goals. And I'm extremely, extremely thankful for that opportunity. But life is all about growth and getting to bigger and better spots in life. So guys, van life as I know it is officially over. And it's time to look to the horizon for bigger and broader opportunities and to go bigger than I've ever gone before. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to welcome you and invite you to be part of the next chapter of Living the Van Life. Welcome on board the adventure, guys. Let's do this. Guys, this is it. This right here is a 2020 4x4 Mercedes Sprinter van, and this right here is the brand new home on Living the Van Life. Guys, we gotta go inside and check this out, because now keep in mind, before we get too excited, I just want to let you guys know that right now it is completely stock, blank canvas, which is the cool part. But check this out. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. Like, look at this. I'm standing up and I've still got a hand's length of space. The fact that I can actually stand up inside my van, which is going to be my home, that right there is exciting. I've got so many plans for this. I can't wait to share with you guys. It is a blank canvas, which means that we are going to do some build videos here on the channel, and you guys are going to get to be a part of this thing coming together and becoming home. But gosh, I've been having to keep this under wraps for at least, well, over a month now, and it's hard for me to do stuff like that. I've been wanting to share this with you guys, but I had to wait for the right time to be able to do it. But here we are. Now, besides the fact that I'm actually able to stand up inside this new van, also the fact that it has four-wheel drive, that gets me really excited. Now, my goal with this van build is to build this thing into the ultimate overlanding, off-grid, full-time livable van. With this thing, I want to take the adventures on Living the Van Life to an all-new level. That means putting on big time upgraded suspension on here. We're gonna get this thing some more ground clearance, a better ride off-road. We're also gonna put some BFG KO2 tires on it, and we're gonna get some custom wheels so that this thing looks sharp. But guys, adventures here on Living the Van Life are about to go to an all new level. We just gotta get this thing built out. That's what I'm excited to share with you over the next month or two as we get this thing on the road and backcountry prepped. So my van is the 144-inch wheelbase, and it is the high roof, which gives me the extra head clearance. Now, the 144 wheelbase, the shorter of the Sprinter vans, is going to be great for off-road maneuvering, even being able to maneuver in and around towns in compact areas. However, that does shorten up the living space just a hair, but I was willing to sacrifice that for being able to go and do the off-road stuff that we like to do here on Living the Van Life. Now, one of the companies that's going to be working with me here in the van build is a company called FlareSpace. Now, what FlareSpace has done is they've designed some fiberglass flares that go in the rear window area on each side, and they've developed a bed system that actually allows you to sleep sideways at the back of the van. And in these shorter vans, or even any van, it actually allows you about 20 more inches of forward space, so you can really maximize your living area here inside the van. In fact, I just received my FlareSpace bundle today, so that is going to be one of the first things that we get started in building out the van. You guys will be on board for that for sure as well. So in the month that I've owned this van, I've spent a lot of time just chilling out here inside the blank area and just spending time thinking about and imagining, what do I want? What do I want it to look like? What do I want it to feel like? And luckily I've got about 10 years of living in a van, so I've got some ideas that I want to implement, but definitely realizing that it's going to be a fluid plan as things come together here inside the van. But ultimately, thanks to FlareSpace, we're going to have the bed sideways across here, and the bed's going to be up high enough so that I can create a garage area here underneath the bed, and that is where the mountain bike's going to be stored. Because what I realized on my last 2-month trip is I realized how much I really enjoyed having my mountain bike with me. However, I want it inside out of the elements. When we're driving those dirty and dusty roads, the mountain bike just gets hammered with dust. But then also when I'm in an urban situation, that mountain bike is just sitting out there in the open, which is prone to theft. So inside the garage area, I want to be able to store my mountain bike. For the campfire stuff that we do, I want to be able to store the solo stove and stuff in here. So here in the back, underneath the bed, is going to be a garage area. The battery system, thanks to Battleborn batteries, they're going to help me get outfitted with a whole entire off-grid battery system that is going to be the ultimate for going out and doing what I'm going to do. And then over here, we're going to have a water tank and stuff over here so that we can have some fresh water on board and perhaps an outdoor shower, which that will be very nice. So I'm sure there's plenty of you that are all up in arms and concerned over the fate of the old Westfalia. And I'm here to say that the Westfalia is going to remain part of the Living the Van Life family. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, that van is too big a part of my life to see it drive down the road with somebody else. To me, that would be like selling a loved one, a family member, or even a pet. I just can't do it. So no fret, the Westfalia is here to stay. We'll be seeing it more here on the channel. And of course, while this van build's going down, winter is still happening up in the hills. So of course that means we've got to get the old van again up for some winter camping. Now, one thing that I loved about the old Westfalia is the fact that I had swivel seats in the front. It really allows you to maximize your living space in a small van. The cool thing about this thing is it's straight from Mercedes. It's got built-in factory swivel seats. So that right there is already going to help maximize this space and make it a comfortable living space. Not only does the passenger side do it, but also the driver's side as well. Well, the nice thing about starting out with a blank cargo van is the fact that it's literally a blank canvas and you can do whatever you want with it. It does mean that you're going to have your work cut out for you, which I certainly do. To me, every good living space needs lots of light and some good windows. So we're actually going to be cutting into the sheet metal here and cutting out this area. And I've got some windows on order, so there'll be a window installed here. There will also be a window installed on the slider. Now back here, as I was mentioning the FlareSpace, the FlareSpace fiberglass flares are going to be going in here. So we'll be cutting out this sheet metal. Those flares will bump it out another 5 or so inches on each side. So you get about 10 more inches of usable space for sleeping sideways. As I mentioned, that brings your bed back into this area and it allows you to maximize this forward space. That right there, I'm actually really looking forward to. Because like I said, in this short wheelbase, we want all the space that we can get. One thing that I like about the Westfalia is the fact that it does have a nice couch seating area to just chill out in the van. One idea that I have is doing something like that here, a couch about the same size as the Westfalia, having storage drawers underneath. I also want to build cabinets up here across the top. I want to be able to have plenty of storage for camera gear, clothes, cold winter gear, etc. Everything you need on the road. Over here, I'm thinking about doing a galley area. I want to be able to have a sink with running water, and then a small counter space here to be able to put an induction countertop burner on, be able to cook a meal here, maybe warm up some tea, but having my view outside the window as I work and cook here, or the slider if it's all the way open. The fridge would be installed underneath in that galleyway there, so that it can slide out. I can access it from inside here, or I can access it from outside the van. So that'll be an important build there. But that's the idea. And like I said, the idea is always fluid, in motion and changing as ideas come in. But nonetheless, like I said, it's a blank canvas, and I'm excited to be able to share all of these steps with you guys so that you guys can be a part of this van when it's all done and we're on the open road and heading for who knows where. Man, I gotta tell you what, after spending so much time driving around the old Vanagon, I gotta say that thing's a lot of work. Even just to drive out across the state of Washington, it's a lot. You really got to fight those vehicles to drive them. And you just never know when something's going to fall off the van, something's going to break, and going to leave you stranded. Luckily, I'm mechanically inclined enough to where I can go out with the confidence and hoping that I can fix it if something happens. But I tell you what, stepping into this 2020 Sprinter van is like stepping into the future for me. And to be able to get in a vehicle and have the confidence that you'll be able to start it and go, that's something that I'm looking forward to, is having a solid, confident vehicle that I can truly go out and seek and explore new adventures. And there might be a lot of you that feel like I'm selling out, stepping up into a newer, more luxurious vehicle. But to be honest with you, life is all about growth. And to be honest with you, that's exactly what this represents to me. I've put in the time. I've put in all the sacrifices. I've lived in that old Volkswagen for a long time, and I've worked hard to be able to achieve this. So I feel like I've done my time. I've earned my way to get into something like this. And for anybody out there that thinks that a new vehicle doesn't have soul, well, to be honest with you, you might be right. At least for now. But that's exactly what we're here to do. By building this thing from the ground up, putting the blood, sweat, and tears into something like this and building it exactly what we need to go out and do the adventures that we love to do, that right there is what's going to help put soul into this. But ultimately, it's truly going to find its soul when we take it out on the adventures. When we go out deep into the backcountry to find ourselves and to find a soul for this new vehicle. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join me on this journey as we build soul into this Sprinter van from the ground up. The cat's out of the bag. Everybody knows what's now going on here on Living the Van Life. To be honest with you, that is a huge weight off my shoulders because I'm just not good at keeping secrets, especially one this big that is a game changer for the channel. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I think that's all there is to cover here on the new Sprinter for now. But make sure and tune in for future videos as we start to build this thing out. If you guys are new to the channel, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on board. I'd love to have you along as we go on this new adventure. If you do hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, because that's what's going to notify you anytime these new videos are uploaded. Guys, make sure and hit the like button, but most importantly, make sure and leave your feedback in the comments section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this new van. What are some of the upgrades that I should do here on it? What are some of your ideas for the build out? I would love to hear it all. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the road and get out of here. Peace out. Keep on trucking.